I'd recommend that album to anyone. It's written from the energies of Inner Quest, and they're all positive, uplifting songs. How about this? As we live in truth, we are the living proof. Y'all believe that?
Yes.
Yeah, say I believe. And that's what we've been talking about this last month. This is a series on success. And success being able to do what we want to do. And Cindy talked about bringing our thoughts and emotions together to get that energy going, to be aware of what we really want to do, be or create in our life. And that's the true measure of success. And then last week she talked about how important it is for us to value ourselves. We are that unique living proof if we choose to live like that. And then to love what we do. And then as we begin to love what we do and allow that love to move through our manifestation, our creation, we begin to success at another higher level. And today I'm going to talk about counting the cost. Counting the cost can be scary on one level, but it can be exciting on another. So I'm going to go the exciting route. We've all heard that other stuff before, so let's just try something new today. So the affirmation that we're going to use today is, God, I am the intelligence that guides all of my success into right and profitable channels. How's that? So get them in the right and profitable channels. How can we not be a success in life and just in our heart? So it's important to use these affirmations. I thought it was so cool last week when Cindy started talking about affirmation. She goes, okay, everybody know what affirmations are? And then she goes, it's something we don't believe. And that was so true. And so we affirm now a higher truth for ourselves and for our experience. And it's important to begin to entertain new thoughts, take them into our consciousness, and allow them to begin to anchor in and then radiate out to be that living proof. So use the affirmations. So I'm talking to God all week and knowing I don't want to go the old route of counting the costs, but to look at who we really are as spiritual beings and the way that we look at life here at Inner Quest, to be that living proof that we are spirit, and spirit is that infinite possibility in manifestation. So when I pray at night, I go to bed at night, I say, you know, teach me, show me what I need to know to share. What do you want to share, God? And so I woke up and it was, I am that I am. I am that I am. And in Exodus, when Moses leads the people out of Egypt, and he's up on the mountain, and he talks to God, and then God says to him, I am that I am. So this is from Morocco, and he's our Aramaic scholar who we love, and it really helps us to begin to understand what the words and the energies really meant at that time, because they mean the same today. So when God said unto Moses, I am that I am, and he said, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, I am hath sent me unto you. I am hath sent me unto you. And it's like God is for the people, God is for everyone. So, you know, it's kind of hard to understand that Old Testament language. So what's really needed with Rocco is he begins to interpret and then gives us words that we can understand. So through this interpretation, so I am that I am, God. Okay? He said, he is what he is by virtue of his deeds. That is to say, you cannot really know him until you experience him in your lives. And once we begin to experience God in our life, Spirit in our life, then we can begin to know this energy. And then this is what's really neat. The phrase may also be understood to mean that God is and will always be the fulfillment of every human being. In other words, what we come to realize is that this divine name reveals that the spiritual forces within every individual can and do respond to human need. God as the infinite, loving, intelligent presence in the human family is and will always be whatever it's needed to be. So I am that I am, the definition of God, all that you will ever need. How's that for God? I am all that you will ever need. I'm all that you'll ever need. Thank you, Rocco. Just simple understandings of breaking it down, because what we're going to do is we can cut through all the mythology and all the stories and dogma. I am all that you'll ever need. Life is always attempting to move us in the direction of our evolution and development. Would you agree with that? The more we want to stay the same, the universe is asking us to change. Because life is a continuum and we're supposed to grow and evolve. And allow that new manifestation to demonstrate and to reveal our living truth. I am. I am all that you will ever need. You know, we can all be that to one another. But we begin by being it to ourselves. The journey of life is to know oneself. The path begins in the heart. To begin to go within the heart. To go within and ask what it is I need to do here. Where am I supposed to go? We ask for guidance. We ask for health. Whatever it is, that answer, that guidance is just within us all. And it's all that we will ever need. Because that is that Father within that's speaking to us directly. To have faith in the wisdom of God. To go within that presence that's within us all. Ask for guidance, whatever. Then have faith in the answer that you get. I'm teaching Metaphysics 1 this year, and we've been going over that a lot, and we want to be open to God, and then we want to be receptive to God, but we really want to be responsive to God, to take that action step, to follow the guidance that we get. So, counting the cost. Counting the cost. Counting the cost can help us create a blueprint of what we need to be successful. So counting the cost can be a plan. See, it doesn't have to cost anything to get started. But we need a plan. So counting the cost, we can create a blueprint. And once we create that blueprint, then the universe can come in to fulfill that which we're asking for. I think in the Aquarian one time when they're talking about counting the cost, and it says, a king will not wage war on another king until he knows how strong his forces are. He's counting the costs. But if we can take a step before that to begin to set a plan in action in our life, what it is that we want to do, just like Cindy said, to take those thoughts and emotions in and charge them. We're going to get an intention. What do I really want to be successful at in my life? What is it that I want to know, be, do, or experience? And then to begin to honor my unique self and then honor what I'm doing, loving what I'm doing. That's just infusing it with the most powerful energy that God energy is. But then to have a plan. The plan is very important. And one thing that we do here is we become aware and try to learn how to operate and use the universal laws in which we live and move and have our being in, to begin to allow the universe to support our unique dream, desire, choice. So the blueprint is important so that the universe can support us. We know simple laws, cause and effect. The thoughts you send out, they're coming back to you. The thoughts you send out are coming back to you. So just in my blueprint, I'm going to look at where I'm at right now and then where I want to go. And then what thoughts am I holding about myself, or what do I want to do? Be aware of the thoughts that we're holding, because they're always creating, they're always going out. And you know what? We are We could even say investing in our experiences with our thoughts. So how are you using your thought currency? Are you using negative thought currency or positive thought currency? Are you using love-based currency? You see all the choices that we have, and we're the chooser. What kind of thought currency are we using to create with? Because we all know we create with thought in this dimension, don't we?
Yes.
Yeah. Everybody knows that. So just to become aware that you reap what you sow, that which you send out is coming back. So now if we've got a plan, we can choose the thoughts that are going to support us in having that experience. So we've asked for guidance. We've got guidance. Now it's ours to clear a space, did you see? Like weed out those faulty thoughts, or the thoughts that don't support who we are, that don't support our true living truth. What we're doing is we're creating space. As we let go of that which no longer serves us, that which we're done with. See, we're in this constant evolution and development as the manifest sons and daughters of God. And so when we get done with an experience, and when we've got it, to begin to let that go. Let it go. And so that we can move on to the next one. And when we ask, and we get a blueprint, and we ask God, how's this going to happen? Then we're going to be asked. And then we'll have to respond. You know, if... what's it going to cost us if we want to lose 20 pounds? You think? It's going to cost us not buying that ice cream at the grocery store when we go there, or anything else. You see what I'm saying? And we might have been having a really good habit pattern going on here. Well, that's the way I was raised. You see? So just simple things, you know, we always kind of get too far out there or get too difficult. But if we just look at little things, now that's going to cost us something, isn't it? Because a lot of people get a lot of emotional support from sweets. But I am that I am. I am all that you will ever need. Spirit, God, within. Within. So to begin to turn within. And you know what? That addiction or that need or whatever that is can be fulfilled with the love of God, with that spiritual essence that's within us all, for all of us to experience. So, counting the cost, it's almost like, what do I have to give up? What do I have to lose here? And all I'm saying is, let's just flip the coin and say, what do I have to gain here? I'm going to let go of this, because this is so much more fun. It's really fun being healthy. I can do more. I can tie my shoes. That's one of those priceless gifts, you see. To look at, you know, we're going to be asked to let go. And there's a difference between letting go and losing, don't you think? You know, when God's a partner, we never lose. We never lose. We might be asked to let go of things, but you know, the minute we let go of it, God will give us something else. The law of a vacuum, you know. When we create a space in our consciousness, our life, our house, whatever, the universe is going to fill it. We, being the wonderful children of God, get to choose what we want that space filled with. If we don't say what we want it filled with, it's probably going to get filled up with the same stuff that we got rid of. Has anyone ever had that experience? See? So, okay, I'm going to let go of being a pack rat. Oh, that's a good one, isn't it? And I'm just going to, hey, life is flow, so I'm just going to let life flow through me. I'm going to have some things that give me some enjoyment, and then I'm just going to let them flow right through the next one. Somebody would really love this. Boom. What would I like to experience now? Wow. Cindy's really helped me with this. I used to hang on and stuff. I came from Depression era parents, and big family and poverty consciousness and pessimism. Woo! Thank you. And I give thanks to God within, you see, because I trust that. And we know, everybody here, we know you're on that path, and it's awesome, you know, because we support each other. And it's really neat to look into each other's eyes, you see? Like the song said, look into my eyes, and you'll see it. So as we begin to just start looking into each other's eyes, it's a new way of communicating. You know, everybody's looking around and talking, or this, what's this? Okay. No, talk and look at each other's eyes. That's how we connect. That is how we connect. When they say the eyes are the windows of our soul, okay? We can connect with people on that higher level. And then when they're talking and we're connected with eye to eye, we hear them. We hear them. And we say something, they hear us. Now we all lift. We all lift. We live in a beautiful time, an exciting time of transformation. And so we have to be awake. We've got to be conscious and then choose. We're the chooser. We are the chooser. We've been giving our power away for too long. Bring it home. The Father within who doeth the works. I am all that you will ever need. If you don't get anything else out of this service today, just remember that. I am all that you will ever need. And stand on that. And you will have a fabulous life. I guarantee you. Another law that we can access or engage, the law of increase. Law of increase is, so we're going to set our intention and we're going to do something, but to receive greater, you know, to receive greater, not just cause and effect, blah, blah. No, we want to see greater, the law of increase. Increase in that experience that we're seeking or whatever it is. And Cindy and I, this is a really easy law to work with on lots of levels, but here's a simple way that we might use the law of increase than we have in the past. So, a lot of times, we want to travel. We love to travel. And travel costs a lot of money. But we ask the universe. We say, universe, we want to do this. We want to go here, here, here. You know? And then there's all manner of experiences that we can have to spend our thought currency to support our journeys and travels or not. So if we get negative in our thought currency and go, well, I'll never afford that, am I going? No. But if I spend my thought currency that God is my source, that's all I need, and keep walking connected with God, don't you know doors are going to open up for me to receive currency on this level? Here's an easy way to receive currency. You know, a lot of people don't like credit cards. Oh, I'm going to cut them up. I'm never going to use them again. Credit cards are tools. Learn how to use a tool. Yeah. So you can get credit cards that give you points. They give you points that you can use for airline tickets, hotels, all sorts of stuff. And so you can go, okay, I'm going to be disciplined in my manifestation now. I want to go here. You know, and if I use this credit card and promise to pay it off every month, you see, that's all it is. Because if you're paying cash for stuff, you're paying it off when you get it. So I'm going to pay it off every month so I don't have to pay interest or anything like that. And then before you know it, you have thousands and thousands and thousands of points that you can use for airline tickets and hotels and all sorts of really neat things. So what we'll do is we'll, with the intention of using a credit card to get the points to support this dream. So I'm increasing, aren't I? I'm using this energy with the intention to increase. I need groceries anyways. So let's get some points while I'm getting them. And, you know, some people really, it's really rack up the points. I mean, especially people that own small businesses and things. I mean, they buy big machines. You see what I'm saying? It might cost $30,000, but right on a credit card, they get a lot of I knew this one guy who had a small business. He took his 4 kids and him to Hawaii on points because he used it for the business. He didn't have the money to go. But see, this is how we can begin to use our thoughts. You know, like I'm going to do this to increase. Sometimes if we want to do something, we might have to take a class. We might have to invest in ourselves. But after we take that class, we get a better job that we're looking for. And it's going to make us happy, so that's going to increase our vibrational level, and it could also increase our bank account level. Doing things with the intention to increase or expand, a powerful concept. Powerful concept. So just to look at different ways, and you know what? If you go with God, you'll get the ways that are perfect for you. And that's what it's all about. That are perfect for you. I am all that you'll ever need. I'm all that you'll ever need. And then, of course, we know how important it is to be thankful. To give gratitude. To say thank you. Acknowledge all the good that's in our life. Look at the good. Acknowledge it. Give thanks. There's so much good in our world. There's more good in this world than not good. What are you going to look at? A lot of people just want to look at the not good. Let them. Let them. Don't even try to change them. However, if you're one of those looking for the good people, support yourself. Do that. Look for the good news. Look for the good news. You'll find it. Counting the cost. Yes, we're going to have to invest some energy and some creativity, but we are the creator, sons and daughters of God, and this God is infinite energy. Infinite energy. And once we begin to just tap into that, our life will transform. Committing to our consciousness growth enables us to make huge changes in our life. Has anyone's life changed hugely in the last several years? And before that, and in 6 months? And you've all consciously changed something about yourself, have you not? The way you thought about yourself, the way you thought about your life, the way you thought about spirit, the universe, whatever. But you see, it's entertaining that first thought and then charging it. I'm excited. I'm going to put some emotions through this. Yes. Here's our watchword for our classes, right on the board. I love this stuff. So they come in Saturday morning. Here's the board. Okay, everybody, I love this stuff. And then they go, Patrick, you better believe we love this stuff or we wouldn't be here at Saturday morning. But just that little simple thing, that's almost gratitude when we say, I love this stuff. Because we know we're getting a blessing. We know that we're being loved and supported in our choice to grow and expand, to have a new experience. And so anything that we do when we commit to our consciousness growth, and that means to get out of the old. Round and round, interrupt the sequence, lift. Let's try something new. God is with us always. That's what's the thing to take. And as we begin to understand that and trust that, to have faith in the wisdom of God, this energy that's within us all, that manifests to whatever we need. And we're the chooser. We are the chooser. And it's a wonderful way to live life. And, you know, like the consciousness movement, a word that, you know, it's crazy how we get caught in language and everything, but say the New Thought movement. Wow. Watch out. They want us to start thinking new over there. You know. I go, oh, that's a pretty cool phrase. New thought. New thoughts, new world. New thoughts, new world. We're in a new age. We're in the age of Aquarius now, with a new directive, with all new manner of blessings for us all. And all we got to do is step into it. I'm ready. I'm going to have faith in the wisdom of God. I'm ready to change. I'm ready to shift. And just by asking, the energy's starting to move through you. It's our destiny. Evolution of spirit manifest. That's why I wanted that song sang today. The words are just powerful. And they're true. And then the music that comes with it allows us to go into our right brain and get out of our logic center so it can really be the creator. Be the creator, sons and daughters of God on planet Earth. I'm going to read one more thing. Once again, take this as the light energy. And, people are categorically, if you get into religions and stuff, they get hung up on words and energies and thous and thou shalt nots and stuff like that. That's why we like the Aquarian gospel of Jesus the Christ, and we love Jesus the Christ. This is the love of God made manifest that just asked us to follow. So here we go, okay? Jesus is talking with a bunch of people, and he's with a group of people, and they talk about they're talking about the Pharisees and everything, and those were really putting a heavy judgment guilt trip on people, you see? And because they had all these laws and everything, and you got to do this and this, and you couldn't not make it through a day without breaking law. This is how it was set up. So this is what Jesus says when he's talking about that. When he's talking about, because his teaching is all about love. His teaching is all about love and behavior modification. Okay? And in the judgment day, when all the books are opened up, these men and every other man shall be judged not by what they've said or done, but by the ways in which they use the thoughts of God, and how the ethers of eternal love were made to serve. See? Chapter 109, if you got Aquarian, there's a good little verse here. Okay? They'll not be judged by what they've said or done. And how many times we heard that one? Okay? But by the ways in which they use the thoughts of God, and how the ethers of eternal love were made to serve. The thoughts of God that are within us, that ever-present guide, that Father within, guiding us in our evolution and development as the sons and daughters of God. How are we using these thoughts? How are we using them? That's invest in that thought currency. Are we going to rise up and hold the vision of that eternal love? We live and move and have our being in God? To take the high road, to hold a higher vision. And take no thought. And then take no thought. Because God's thought's going to be flowing through you. And God and I are one. So, every day, in the evening, if we have some quiet meditation time, we can go over our day and discern how we use the ethers of love this day. How we invested that thought currency. And then reconnect with God and give thanks for the blessing of the day. It's a powerful, powerful way that we can consciously engage in life. Let's go within. And so as you close your eyes, just imagine you are closing the door to the worldly way. We close the door to logic and reason and the way it is. And we turn within to spirit. And so as you turn within and just breathe, I want you to just be aware of your heart. And just breathe and feel your heart center. As we turn within and recognize it and acknowledge that love, that light I am. With each breath, just be aware of your heart beginning to grow and expand. big and bright and radiant. I want you to see it growing and expanding. Or feel it. Has to feel it. Or just know that as you've looked towards the light and called forth the light, it is growing and expanding within you. And it's growing and expanding within your body and within your body consciousness. And just breathe and just allow it to keep continually expanding. And just allow that light to just flood through your whole body now. And just breathe and feel. Feel the gentle transformation. Transmuting to light. Transmuting to love. And just breathe and feel that energy of peace. I am. I am with you always. I am all that you will ever need. And in this place of peace and love, if you're going through a challenge or a situation, a change in your life, in this space of love, in the space of light, in this space of all that you will ever need, ask for guidance or understanding. Ask for what God would have you do. Just breathe and we're open, we're receptive. And as we ask, receive. And in your heart, just respond. I have faith in the wisdom of God. I choose to live in the truth. To be that living, manifest child of God. Living proof that I am with you always. I'm all that you will ever need. And just breathe and feel that love just moving through your body. Feel it gently wrapping around you as you sit in your chair. Ever safe in the loving heart of God. And just say thank you. Thank you. Breathe and feel your energy. Lighter and freer. More alive. More alive. Gently wiggle your toes and fingers. And gently open your eyes. It's easy to touch base. It's easy to reconnect consciously. We're the chooser. This is from Spirit. The path unfolds before us, a newness ours this day. Old familiar signposts no longer guide the way. The knowing brings excitement, with peace, our trusted friend. The journey long neglected, we now can comprehend. Allowing light to leaven all that's been before. Frees the soul once trapped in time to guide again once more. Listen, and the sounds you hear, but whispers from above. A gentle, sweet reminder, all that's real is love. So as we go forth this week, let's just realize that we live and move and have our being in that love of God, and begin to use that love to create greater love. There you go.